Oh my gosh, it's cold out. It feels like 6 degrees. I do not want to get out of bed. At least the sun is out. We got a lot of snow this weekend. But it looks like I don't have to scrape my car. Phew. I had to dig it out yesterday. Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome back to a new week and welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, my name is Sarah. I am a PhD student in my final semester. So we're locking in. We're finishing up the dissertation and I would love it if you would subscribe and join the end of this journey with me. So it is about 9:30 right now. I am going to head over to campus to go to the writing center where I'm going to work a quick little 2-hour shift, then come back home and join an online writing group to get some words on the paper for the desk today. Okay, back from the writing center. I am sitting at my desk. Typically, I have the TV up here. Well, not typically. Typically, post pipe burst flood disaster, we have the TV up here, but I just moved it down there so I could put my laptop here and have a little writing zone. I'm going to join a writing workshop at 12:30. It's 12:22 with my PhD done program dissertation writing coach, Dr. Kalia. She's leading this writing group. And I am hoping to work on the disc for a couple hours. So I only had one appointment at the writing center, so while I was free for the other hour, I worked on polishing up a proposal for the community writing conference, which I worked on this weekend, but it's due today, so I want to just like go through and get that submitted. Sometimes there's like more work involved in submitting a proposal to a conference than you'd think, but hopefully I could just like get that off my plate and then spend at least an hour and a half of time on the disc today. That would be great. That would make me feel like good. I think I'm gonna work on finishing up the intro, which I worked on last week, and then hopefully getting into making a lot of progress on chapter 4 this week, which is my pedagogy chapter, where I talk about the class that I taught with the framework of embodied multimodal composition in mind. So this is like the major contribution of my dissertation, this theoretical and pedagogical framework called embodied multimodal composition. And this is a chapter where I talk about a class that I had IRB approval for. Just a lot of descriptive work of the design of the class, the major assignments, highlight some students' work, anonymously of course. And I'm actually really excited to write this chapter. So I want to finish the intro, get into it, submit the conference proposal, then just like life stuff. I have to go grocery shopping today. Zach is coming over. I want to make a fun little lasagna for dinner. We need to watch more Severance. I gotta get some laundry going. You know, just human tasks.
All right, so if you haven't already decided what your intention is for this session, please do that. But even if you did already verbally say it, let's put it in the chat. Sarah is hopefully finishing the introduction. Sarah, you're gonna finish that introduction. I already know.
Okay, it is 1:40. I have written over 400 words so far, added another paragraph explaining the overview of chapter 3, my dissertation intro, and now we are on a little bit of a break in the writing group, and I'm going to use this to eat a quick little lunch. I'm going to eat just some leftovers that I made yesterday, knowing that I would want them for lunch. Even though they didn't sound that good for dinner yesterday. Really trying to plan ahead. Even though they ended up being good for dinner anyway. Whatever. It's just this little Caesar salad that I add some pasta noodles to, and it's really easy and really good. Okay, I added some lettuce to the bowl. I forgot to mention there is protein in here because I roasted some chickpeas. I added a lot. I'm hungry. They do get a little sticky, So sometimes I just rinse them under cold water or like do a little tiny splash of olive oil. Croutons, salt, pepper. Has to be Marzetti's. I typically do a little bit of Parmesan cheese. The grater's in the dishwasher and I do not feel like washing it. Put it on, shake it all up.
Now shake it out. That is so right. That is so
Okay, it is 2:21. I wrote a little bit more, but I'm sort of hitting a wall. I think because I had to write the paragraph, which is an overview of the 4th chapter, and that chapter isn't done yet, so it's sort of hard to write an overview of that. Also, I keep checking to make sure that I am indeed muted, because that would be humiliating. And today I wanted to finish the introduction, and I know that I need like one final really short paragraph, just like 3 sentences or something to round it all out. But I don't think I'm in a place to add that today. I think I need a little bit of like distance, that I can read back over the intro and add that little conclusion. I obviously will need to like polish things up. This was just like first draft writing, but I feel really good. Right now I have 2,651 words, and today I added 573 new words. So for working for under a couple hours on the disc, that is kind of a slay. I still have to submit the proposal for the community writing conference, and then I'm gonna try and be really brave and go to the store, go grocery shopping before I inevitably like take a nap or just like get lost in a book or something to just chill out this afternoon. Okay, grocery shopped. Kroger is always really crowded on Mondays no matter what time you go, but got everything I needed for dinner tonight. I'm making a veggie lasagna, and then for dinner either tomorrow or the next night it's gonna be, it's like the Marry Me chicken, but it's with chickpeas. And I've tried one of these recipes before, but this is a new one, and it has like the orzo cooked into it, so it's really just like sun-dried tomatoes, and it's creamy and it's like mixed in with orzo. And then I got some ice cream because it was buy one get one free, and look how cute these are. I've never tried these flavors. I've also never tried this brand. So I think this one was like for Valentine's Day because it's like the 5 love languages, and this one is Physical Touch Hug Me Hazelnut Truffle. Like, and these are each like $8, so buy one get one free feels like a steal, which is still like $4 ice cream for this size. Anyway, this is buttermilk berry cornbread. I don't know, just I'm a pink gal. They got me. The BOGO sign got me. But yeah, I'm gonna reward myself by reading my book for fun for a little bit. I think I'm gonna crack open a fun drink. I've been trying a lot of different Olipop flavors lately. And probably have a little snack before I need to get started on this lasagna and before Zach comes over tonight. It snowed even more last night. Luckily that looks like I can just like brush it off and I don't have to like get in there and scrape. Good morning, happy Tuesday, here with my much needed coffee. I just slept so poorly last night. I was just like up for huge stretches of time, so I very much allowed myself to sleep in. And I set my alarm for 9 o'clock, and that was great. And it is already after 10 because I just was like sending emails and doing stuff from bed this morning. But I'm gonna take this morning to clean up my kitchen because it really needs it after cooking dinner last night. Take like a nice warm everything shower, and then I have a dissertation writing group from 1 to 4, so I'm gonna lock in during those hours and continue making more progress on the dis. I feel tempted to be like cheers, so cheers. Ta-da! An hour later, the hair is washed and styled. Honestly, maybe more than an hour later. Takes a long time. Got a lot of hair. Quickly threw on this sweater because this long sleeve is pretty thin and I plan on working downstairs and it's like pretty cold down there. But I'm gonna join my dissertation writing group and write from 1 to 4 hopefully. 3 hours is a pretty long stint. I'll probably sort of feel like I need to tap out around 3. But I'm glad I took a nice slow morning. I feel relaxed. I feel like I will be needing a second cup of coffee and just ready to get into things. I also just feel so grateful and so lucky to be on fellowship this semester because it's allowing me to have this slow morning and to really finish this dissertation intentionally in the way that I want to finish it. So that's pretty much the theme of this vlog, and probably from here until the end of my journey, is I don't want to say finishing well, but truly just finishing intentionally. Slowing down, honoring this time that I have documented all along the way, not like romanticizing it, but just being aware of it, and pausing to periodically reflect and realize how far I've come and realize how proud of myself that I am. But I don't think I could do any of that if I was teaching 2 sections, or honestly even 1 section this semester. Even if it's a class I've taught like 4 or 5 times, it would be tough. It just takes time. And don't even get me started on the gender divides in teaching. I could make a whole sit down chat all about that. But I'm gonna make a second cup of coffee. I think I'm gonna make some iced coffee. Work on my couch, get all comfy, cozy, light some candles, and just have a nice, peaceful writing vibe with the windows open, looking at all this snow. It is like so bright coming from the window just because it's all white. It's like pretty gray, the sky is, but it's so white that it makes it so bright. Oh, hi, Purr. Do you need 1, 2, 3, 4 blankets? Yeah, you do, because you're an angel. This is the blanket I want, but I can't take it from her. Okay, it is 2:15, so I've been working for about an hour now, given like the check-in that we did on Zoom and everything. And I am just like really struggling to lock in, which is just a contrast because I felt super productive yesterday and felt pretty productive last week as well. I don't know if it's like not sleeping well or I don't know. I also think part of it is what I'm working on right now, which is, to be quite honest, just boring. It's boring to write, and I know it's going to be boring to read, but I know that it's necessary. It's a lot of the institutional context of the course that I taught and had like IRB approval for to include students' assignments. So this 4th chapter is all about this course. Public storytelling through video. If you're watching my vlogs in summer of 2023, you heard me talk all about this course. It was an 8 weeks experience, and it truly was an experience. And it was my attempt at teaching a course rooted in embodied multimodal composition. And I learned a lot from the experience, and I would do it so differently if I had the chance to do it again. But what I'm writing now is, as I said, like the institutional context. So this course fulfilled 2 requirements. It was an intensive writing course, and it fulfilled the requirement for the College of Arts and Sciences, Arts and Humanities breadth of inquiry requirement. So these 2 requirements really went into how I designed the course and how I crafted the learning objectives and how I crafted the individual assignments. And I don't want to say that they were constraints, but in a way they were constraints in like the sense of like constraints as opportunities. So it's important to talk about these parameters if I'm going to be talking about the design of the course. So just a lot of like bebopping and like from website to website and finding like where these specific requirements are, but they also have like since been updated. So I want to like cite specific websites, but the language is different than it was in the summer of 2023, so it's just like a little confusing. Anyway, not the most riveting of stuff to be writing today. It was tough, but I wrote 619 words. It just felt boring. And there was like a big old block quote in there. But that's 600 words on the page. That's 600 words closer to my goal.
It's just him. But like, it's been really hard to like not be in my head about everything, only with someone else, and still be all in myself.
Hello, happy Wednesday. It is already 1:40 p.m. This morning, surprise, surprise, I was in a rush to get out the door to go to Orange Theory, and a devastating thing happened. My Nespresso stopped working. I think it just needs to be descaled, but I essentially had to do Orange Theory with no coffee. But it was still a really good class somehow. It was just super dead in the beginning. I tried so desperately to make something work. I have like no actual coffee beans aside from like Nespresso pods. I literally cut open the pod because nothing was coming out, put it in a pour over machine or like a pour over, you know, thing, and tried to do like the pour over method for it. It was horrible, but I was like, maybe this is like putting some caffeine into my system. In hindsight, like I have matcha packets, I have like other things I could have done, but I was like scrambling and I didn't have time to like go get a coffee. So I did reward myself with some coffee after Orange Theory, and I did a little bit of bebopping, had some errands to run, mostly had to pick up some ingredients to make a fun little dessert tonight. I'm doing a sort of gal yap session with my friend Joanna, or at my friend Joanna's house, with a couple of people. Megan's supposed to join us, but she's flying back in from visiting family and the weather's pretty bad, so I don't know if she's gonna make it. But I'm gonna try a new recipe. It is like fudgy brownies topped with this caramel. So I mostly had to get like sugar and butter and eggs. But I'm hoping it's not too hard. I know sometimes making caramel from scratch could be a little bit difficult. So we'll see how it goes. I'm like, worst case scenario, I can like just make the brownie part and it'll be delicious. But all that being said, I am hungry. I am going to make some eggs and a bagel, my go-to little post Orange Theory brunch moment. And then I feel like my house is a mess. I gotta do some cleaning, gotta fold some laundry, and then hoping to keep up the momentum with this today. Some scrambled eggs, Asiago bagel with cream cheese, of course. Okay, the caramel for the brownies is done. This is the part I was most nervous about because you had to like, I don't know, make a caramel, melt down sugar, incorporate butter, heavy cream, and I think it looks good. Now I'm gonna put some Preston seal over it, put it in the fridge, and then start the brownies. here they are. Put some fresh sea salt on top, and I can't wait to try them tonight. I regret to inform the vlog that I did not make progress on the dissertation today. Something came over me. I just had to take a nap. No, I was really tired. I didn't sleep well again last night. I think all the job anxiety and things are catching up to me. I also just like had pink pony club stuck in my head last night and just couldn't sleep. I've just been like waking up and being up for like hours at a time. Just like staring at the ceiling. So yeah, it's also just feeling a little off today. So we'll get after things tomorrow. That's what my dissertation writing group is for. I have a 3-hour writing group in the morning on campus. And it's okay to have an off day every once in a while. Let me get dressed, get ready to go to girl dinner. Okay, it's 10:45. We stayed and yapped for way too long. But it was great. It's always nice just to, you know, do something out of the norm and take a break from thinking about the dissertation, from thinking about jobs, from thinking about school, from thinking about the impending doom of the United States government. On that note, I'm gonna end off the vlog here. Hi, Purr! I'm hoping to have a productive rest of the week, still working on the dis and stuff, but I just feel like I got enough content for this vlog. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do that. Follow me on Instagram and other social media platforms. Leave a comment. I always try and respond to all of them. Send me a DM. I would love to just chat with you all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Say bye, Purr. Bye.